What's up, everybody? Kirby Hasseman here, hoping to provide you a little bit more marketing joy. This is one of those quick pieces of content that I hope to add some value and hope to help you elevate your business game, your life game, all that sort of thing. And today, I want to talk a bit about content and content creators. And obviously, we're going to do this on a piece of content. And hey, if you like these pieces of content, feel free to subscribe to the channel, whether it's on the podcast or YouTube. I'd really appreciate it. So let's dive into content creators, because as I see it, there are really about 4 types of content creators. Now, if I miss any, please, in the comments below, let me know. But these are the way I see it, 4 types of content creators. And to be honest with you, with 3 of them, you're good, right? There's only one type that you really want to avoid being. And so we're going to dive into the 4 types of content creators as I see it. Now, the first type of content creator is what I like to call the creators. These are the original thinkers, the independent thinkers. They might write blogs or podcasts or TikTok or, whatever, YouTube videos. And these are the folks that I think create really original content. They are folks that challenge status quos. They create new ways to sort of look at things. They give observational wisdom, or they might just create really funny or entertaining content from scratch. These creators, to me, are sort of the pinnacle of content creation. These are the ones that sort of make us think and make us better and challenge the way that we look at the world. An example of this for me is Seth Godin. Seth writes a blog post every day. Now, every day it might not be really long. Sometimes it's just a couple quick sentences, but so often they make me think, and they are original thoughts, and they challenge those who read it and engage with it and sort of drive the conversation. In addition to his blog, he does a piece of content, a podcast called Akimbo once a week. And again, he goes on rants and answers questions. And from my perspective, this is, like I say, the pinnacle of content. This is original content creation. So that's one type of content creator. The second type of content creator are the curators. The curators are the folks who create sort of original content, but they do it in a way that spreads the work of the creator's work. So the curators help spread the creator's work. Now, again, these can be any form of content. These can be YouTube videos, podcasts, blogs, any that sort of thing. But these, like, an example of this might be like, hey, if you're an entrepreneur, these are the 5 books you need to read. And so they're taking the good works of those who are creating and curating it to an audience and sort of, distilling it down, as it were, to say, if you're me and I have sort of an insatiable need to read and grow, well, someone who creates 5 books that every entrepreneur should read is very interesting to me, because I'm going to look and see if I have studied those books and read those books. And so to me, the curator is a really interesting and important piece of content creation as well. The third piece, or the third kind of content creator, are the teachers, right? These are a little bit like content curators, right? But with an educational spin. So they use content to help teach those who might not read the whole book. So use Seth Godin, his fairly recent book is called This Is Marketing. So they might say, well, these are the 3 lessons that you need to learn from the book, This Is Marketing. So they take and distill things down so that into digestible bites, so they can kind of give people who get their content, a shortcut to growth in business and life and that sort of thing. Now, maybe they're doing this for lessons from a creator, or maybe they are just saying, hey, these are 3 lessons that I've learned through doing, right? And so that what I like about this is when you're a creator, you're a curator, or a teacher, the best content creators, in my opinion, do all 3 at different times and in different pieces of content. So a creator, you're creating just original content all the time. You've got your curator. These are the folks who are helping to share that message. And the teacher is the one who are taking it and distilling it down. So those are 3 types. And like I said, at some point, all of us who are doing content creation might fall in any of those. And I think the caveat to this is, if you're a curator or you're a teacher, I think sometimes people feel like if they're going to get into content creation, it's like, oh my gosh, I look at those creators and what they do is so hard. But by jumping into the curators or the teacher space, it might give you sort of permission to jump in and do something that adds value. And what I'd also say is sometimes I think those who are curators or teachers might think, well, gosh, I don't want to rip off those creators. And what I've found to be true is that when you promote people who are writing blogs or doing podcasts or whatever, they're going to be complimented by that. They're going to be excited that you are giving them permission, or you're giving them credit, excuse me. Now, what I would say is this leads to the fourth type of content creator. And these are the thieves, right? Don't be a thief. These are the folks who steal other ideas, use other people's quotes, copy and paste other people's blogs and take it for their own. I have been blessed in the sense that I haven't really run into a ton of this with my work. Maybe it's not worth copying, but I've been blessed that I haven't run into this, but I hear about this all the time. And I think that the lesson about curators and teachers that I said earlier is don't be a thief because you don't need to be. Give credit where credit is due. That not only builds up the person that you are helping to promote and you are sort of borrowing for their idea, but it gives you credibility because you are giving that credit where credit is deserved. So those are the four types of content creators in my mind. They're the creators, they're the curators, they're the teachers, and the thief. Don't be a thief. So I would love to answer any questions you might have if it would help you jump into the world of content creation. So if you enjoy these pieces of content, please feel free to subscribe. I'll try and keep cranking them out and hopefully adding value and delivering a little marketing joy to you. See you next time.